Good morning, howdy, and welcome to Calm Confident Woman Studio. My name is Regina, and this is one of our weighted workouts for today. So if you have hand weights, grab them, have them nearby within reach. If you don't, you can grab any household items that work for you. I do not put any music on, so if you'd like to put some music on for yourself, feel free to do so. Something that motivates, encourages, and keeps you engaged. And oh, I forgot to move all my stuff from yoga. But go ahead and let's start to warm up the body with a gentle walk in place. This doesn't have to be high knees, not a big move, just enough to start creating some heat in the body. Now, if you do want more, you can walk forward and back in your space. You don't have to have a yoga mat. So if you don't have that, don't worry about it. Just grab some space that you can work out in. All right. Start opening and closing your hands, preparing your hands and your fingers for using your weights. Go ahead and start lifting up a little bit through the pelvic floor, a little engagement in your low belly there. All right. And then we're going to step the feet and let them plant. And we're just going to take one hand to the opposite wrist, squeeze and release that wrist as you open and close the hand. And then go up and down the forearm. Just give your forearm and your wrist a little release. Ooh, you might find a little trigger like I just did. Give it a little extra nudge there. And then let's go to the other side. All right. And then we're going into some stretch here. So inhale, send your left arm up, reach it to the right, hold it, guide the shoulders down, move your chin where it feels best for you. Find the room your body needs. And then we'll inhale, bring the other arm up, and exhale, second side. And then we'll inhale, bring both arms up, and we're going to just move side to side. Good. A couple more times each side. And then release the arms. Big sweep up. And push the glutes and the knees back as you send the arms back. Inhale, drive up. Exhale, push back. Inhale. Exhale. Couple of more here. And inhale up. Pull the elbows wide. Stretch out the front of your chest. Good. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull wide. One more time. Good. And then wiggle that out. All right. Reach one leg forward. We're going to lift the toes, bend the back knee, fold a little bit over. Inhale up. Exhale back down. Good. And come up. Switch sides. Inhale up. Exhale, sink back. And come on up. All right, stretch that out or shake that out a little bit. Take one arm across your chest, drop the shoulder. While you're stretching, you can bend the elbow to bring the fingers to that shoulder and release. So we're stretching the shoulder. We're building a little heat in the bicep. Good. And then switch other arm across. Good. And then that option for a little bicep warm heat building up here. Just preparing the muscles. All right. And release. Shrug the shoulders up, roll them back and around. Good. Keep it going. Other direction. Good. And let the arms just open and close across the chest. Good. All right. Let's take the feet a little bit wider. Toes are turned out, and you're going to bend into one knee, come up, and into the other. And just switch side to side. So we're gently warming up the whole body. Today's focus is more on the upper body, but we still want to use the whole body in our warm up. Okay, a couple of more. Very good. Come on up, bring the feet back in, give them a little shake and wiggle, and let's go ahead and get started. You can join me down on the mat. Our first exercise is a body weight, meaning we aren't using any hand weights of any kind, but it's a body weight renegade row. Now, you might find, and I'm going to do a little something for myself, you might like to have a little extra support or something for your knees, right? Something that's going to give you a little more cushion. So if you have one of those knee pads, this is a great time to bring it out. I have a small pad, but it's not big enough for both knees, so I am not using it. I went shopping for one once and they didn't have any in the store when I was there, and I just haven't gone any further in my efforts to get one. A folded blanket works fabulous for this. All right, so when you bear weight in your hands, please, by all means, spread the fingers wide, and then you want to really focus on pressing into the space at the base of the thumbs, index fingers, pinkies, and outer corners. This engagement with the hands to the floor helps to protect your muscles and joints all the way up and into your shoulders. All right, bringing it into, now I'm going into a kneeing plank, but if you would like to take this in a full plank, by all means, go there. And we're just going to be pulling hands up. Now, what we want to avoid is tipping the hips side to side. There may be a little bit of motion, but your goal is to minimize that as much as possible. So the next option from plank or from on knees is full tabletop instead of plank. And so from here, you can really focus on keeping stability in the body while you're pulling the hand up. So how about we do the first set of 10 right here? We're going to do 3 sets of 10. So then you can build up if you want to move into a more difficult or a more challenge in the pose or in the practice. All right, so here we go. Little engagement of pelvic floor and belly. Guide the shoulders down, keeping the chin about a fist distance from the chest. And we row 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6, 5. Here's 3, 2, one more each side. And you might tuck your toes to ease your body back, or you just sit on your heels, whatever feels best for you, that quick release. And then we're going right back for our next set of 10. So for this one, I am going to bring more body weight forward. So if you are coming onto that modified or into that modified plank, then we want to bring the feet into the air so you're not actually on the kneecaps with that much body weight. You want to bring more of the body weight forward into the thighs just above the knees. Now be mindful, we don't want the back to sag. So keep that core engaged and the hips lifted. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway there. 7. So I have some instability or movement through my hips here. One more each side. So I am not going into a full plank. I want to be in full control of my torso before I move into a full plank in order to go into that renegade row. All right. So take whatever quick moment you need here to decompress, realign, take a breath in and out. And let's go for that third round. Remember, you are welcome to take your body into a full plank here if you're ready for that. Whether you're wherever you are, be mindful that the belly doesn't sag and create that deep curve in the back. Keep your hips lifted and the core engaged. Here we go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pulling the elbow back. 3 more each side. Here's 9 and 10. Woo! Stretch it out here. Take a little child's pose. Maybe keep the head above the heart as you stretch your spine and your arms. Beautiful. All right. Come back up. Let's move on to our next exercise. And that is going to be a concentration curl. So concentration curl, you're best if you're sitting on a chair or a bench. I think I can sit on this one right here. And then grab your weight. Usually in a concentration curl, you can use more weight than you would in a regular curl. So, hold on a second. All right. Let me grab my weight here. So you're doing just one arm at a time. You keep your elbow right at the inside of your thigh and you fully release. Here we go. 10, 9, 8. Almost there. 3. Ooh, tough. 2, 1. Ooh, probably should have started with my 8. All right, shake that arm out. Switch hands. Elbow stays right at the inside of the leg there. We uncurl and curl. Navel to spine here. 2 more. Very good. All right. So open and close your hands there. I'm going to log this real fast. If you would like, you can be keeping up with your weight and reps. I usually give you a moment to do that. I'm going to go down to 8 for this one and just see. It's supposed to be a little tough on those last few reps, but that was almost too much. So here we go. This is better for me. It's effort, but I feel safer. 3 more. Yeah, this is still effort. And 2. 1. Good. Other side. Connect to the leg. Here we go. And if you don't have weights and you don't want to use a household item, just go through the motion. You're still using your muscles. 2 more. Good job. All right, quick open and close of the hands. Shake out your arms, wiggle out the shoulders, shake, shake, shake. All right. You ready? Let me adjust that and log it. All right, going back to my 8s. Here we go. Or my 8, single one. 10 reps. Two more. Oof. Oh yeah. I'm glad I didn't go with 10s. Ah, that was good stuff. All right. So we want lean muscle. Lean muscle burns fat. So to get that muscle, let's go ahead and get started. We have to challenge the muscles. That's where bringing in a little more weight than you're comfortable with, but you're still safe with, gets you where you're going. Oh, keep the wrist straight. 2, One more. Mm, yeah. Oh, those were working. Those worked. All right. So we don't need any weight for this next one. Come on down off of your chair or your stool, your bench. We're going into just a back press. So you're just going to be lying on your back, pressing your chest up. Keep the knees bent, navel to spine, pelvic floor up. Right? You can bend your elbows if you want that option and keep your forearms perpendicular to the floor, or you can let your hands rest on your abdomen. So your goal here is to bring the body up. We're not coming all the way up. And if you can use just the abs, do so. But if you need to press into your elbows there just a bit, then feel free to add that. Okay, here we go. I think we have 10. I think that's what I have on here. Yeah, just 10. Here we go. 10, 9, 8. Press up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breather. All right, for this next one, let's actively press into the back of our arms. Here we go. 10, 9, 8. So we're still using the abs, but we're forcing the shoulders to work a little more. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Still keeping that chin just a fist distance between the chin and the chest. You can maybe like to imagine an orange is about the right size. You might hold an orange there. Take another breath in and out. All right, last 10. Let's rip them out. 10, 4, 3, and finished. Whoo, I feel those in the abs. All right, moving right along, knocking this out. And we are ready for a dumbbell curl, but we're going to call these a drag curl. So for this curl, we want to keep the elbows and the weights right alongside the body as we come up and let those weights drag alongside the body. I'm going to go with my 8s. All right, elbows going to stay right beside you. And as you drag the weight up, elbows go back behind. And then we come back down. All right, let me log my weight and then we will get started. If you are, in this case, we're doing both hands, you want to put the total of both weights. And that's also good because sometimes if you have an injury, you might need to use less weight on that side. And that way you can just combine the two and put your weight in. All right, here we go. Do it from the side for you. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost there. Try to keep your wrist straight. Be aware. One more. Good. I know it's hard for me. You can set those down for a second to remember to drag. I'm used to coming out, but as we drag and we're taking the elbows back behind us, we hit the muscles differently than um, if we don't. So when you drag, right, you can only come so far and you're finished. Without the drag, you can come all the way up. Okay. And so this is going to force the elbows back behind you and it uses our muscles a little different than just a regular bicep curl. And that's what we want. We want to strengthen the whole muscle as much as we can, not just one or two areas of the muscle. All right, here we go for another 10. We want tall posture, keeping the core engaged, pelvic floor up. Straight wrist. 2. Woo. 1. Woo, those are effective. Right. Open and close your hand. Shake it out. Other hand. All right. You ready to knock out those last 10? Let's do it. Get to lay down for the next one. All right, here we go. Keeping the shoulders down your back. Core is engaged here. 2, 1. Very good. All right. Bend your knees to set your weights down. Open and close your hands. Decompress. And then we'll come on down. So you can do this flat on the back, on your back. You don't have to have a fitness bench, which I don't have. And I really don't have any place to put one if I wanted to go get it. So I just adapt these type of exercises that will work with the space I have, the props I have, etc. And so if you do have a workout bench, you would just lay your back flat on the bench and do what we're doing. But for those of us on the floor, we just won't have as much clearance. Like if you're on a bench, you can take the arms lower than the head and then come back up, but we can still work the muscles without that. So your goal here, this is a pull over. Let me add my weight. And we want to go with a heavier weight here since we're only using one weight. But if you don't have that, that's okay. Use what you have. If you're flat on your back, keep your knees bent when you roll down while you're working and when you roll back up. I might need to change this to, I'm going to go with it. You know what? Because of my shoulder injuries and surgery, I'm going to go low. I'm going to start with 5. And if I can, I'll go up from there. All right. So you're going to hold it like a goblet, right? You just hold it at that one end and you want a straight arms. So keep the back flat on the floor. So really press your back, all of your back, as much as it down as you can. You're going to bring the arms into an extension overhead and pull straight up. So your goal here is to focus on the back, staying flat on the surface. I think I might be able to go up a weight. Two more. Good. And then take a breather. So bring the weight down, bring the arms down, open, close the arms, shift them around a little bit. So let me change this weight. All right. Now I am going to go with an 8 for this next round. All right. Set it up. All right, here we go. Back flat to the floor. Straight arms. This is definitely tougher. Oof. I might have to go back to that 5. 2 more. Yeah, that's a little tough on my left shoulder. So this is the one I actually had surgery on, and yeah, I don't have a long head tendon on this side anymore, from what they tell me. In my surgery, the procedure required them to shorten that. So have too short head, and that will pull at times, and I just feel things differently, and have different range of motion. So what you know about your body, honor. And if the body tells you something new, then honor that as well. All right, let's set it up. All right, Press your back flat. Here we go. Oof. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, y'all. So we do what we can. We show up, work with the range of motion and ouch, the injuries that we have, and get stronger where we can. All right. Bringing the body back up. Got that all knocked out. And we are going, I believe this is our last exercise. It sure is. All right. No weight needed if you want to get those out of the way. And our goal here is a bear plank. Now, bear, I also know this as beast. And I will give you, of course, I will give you some variations, some options that can be more available in more bodies. All right. So you might want your cushion or prop, whatever blanket you're using for your knees. All right. So tabletop is your bare minimum, right? You're just right here and you tuck your toes and you lift your knees and now you're in bear. But if lifting your knees is too much, stay in your tabletop. Just lift one leg and take a bird dog and hold it. See how many reps do we have? Oh, we have a 30-second hold. So I will try to give you a 15-second warning if you want to do one leg. So if you are here and it's too much to lift both knees, just lift one leg, hold it for 15, bring it down, and lift the other. All right, so that you are forced to put more stability into your shoulders, build more strength there, and use more core. All right, for the rest of us, it's a 30-second hold. Toes are tucked, the knees come up from the floor. All right, let me start our timer. Navel to spine, keep your neck long. So check that chin to fist distance, chin to chest distance. And here we go. If you need a distraction, tap the legs in and away from one another. Wherever you are, make sure you're pressing into the four corners of each hand. Go ahead, if you're switching legs, make that switch here. Draw the shoulders down from the ears, pull them in toward the spine. We want a flat back here. And time. Take it on down, quick stretch in a child's pose. Decompress your wrists, your arms. All right, when you're ready, here we go. Next set of 30 seconds. Switch legs. If you need a break, you can lift your hips up high and then come back, or you can take your knees down. And time. Come on down, stretch it out. You are 2 out of 3. Almost finished. One more 30-second workout. Hold, and we will be finished with our upper body. All right. Set it up and begin. Happy thoughts. Keep encouraging yourself. Stay in it. Focus on your breath, navel to spine, hips are high, keeping the back nice and level. Press into the corners of your hands. You need to switch legs here. I forgot to watch for you. Switch it out if you haven't. You're down to the last 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it. Come on down, stretch and release. You are finished. Well done. Good. Right. And look at that. You have completed all of your exercises. Great workout for the upper body. Good. So once you've completed your workout, reach out to me. Let me know how you like that. Try to bring some variety into these workouts while we're still working into the muscles of the upper body. And, oh, good. All right. So again, check in with us on our core classes. Our We'll have a day that's more lower body. We have our yoga shred, which is going to be your cardio. We do that to a hit um, workout. And again, all of these workouts are for the mature woman so that we can stay safe in our bodies. And um, yeah, and then of course we have yin, and that will help counter some of this engagement we're putting into the muscles and to the joints, and then our gentle yoga. All right. And we do have a free little mini series called Midlife Mindfulness, Mindful Midlife. And I would love to send that to you. It's just little things you can do throughout your day and throughout your weeks to stay in a more positive and healthy mental state. All right. Let's see you on the mat soon. Take care. Bye bye.